My name is Dre DiMura. I am 20 years old, and I was born and raised in New Jersey. I started playing guitar when I was 13. Well, when I was younger, maybe like 6 or 7, my mom played guitar at her church, and she showed me some basic chords. And then when I was a little bit older, 12 or 13, I got into Iron Maiden and Cream and Hendrix and Zeppelin and all that. So that's when I started playing electric guitar. And when I was 14, I became a member of the School of Rock, which is a great international music school, performance-based rock music school. And through that program, I had the opportunity to play with musicians like Gloria Gaynor, Earl Slick, who played with David Bowie and John Lennon, as well as Steve Howe and Dee Snider. So, great opportunities. I'm currently playing with a band based out of Philadelphia called Black Stars. You can find us online, facebook.com/BLCKSTRS. I also run a YouTube channel. You just Google my name, Dre DiMura. And so I split my time between that and, practicing, and I also teach guitar lessons at the school that I once attended. Advice that I'd give to a young player who maybe doesn't have, other musicians to play with or the opportunity to go to a school or, work with a program like the School of Rock would be to use YouTube. I didn't take lessons for about 1.5 years after I started playing, and everything I learned and continue to learn today is largely online, through guitar magazines and whatnot. I think it's really easy to take for granted the resources that we have today, and there's so much out there, so much that can help you improve, and just take advantage of it, Be honest. And play because you love to play. Don't play because you want to be a rock star. All of your heroes, there was no occupation of rock star. Keith Richards and Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck. They loved to play music, and they weren't playing music to be rich or famous or any of that. So just remember why you started playing, and never say no. Take advantage of everything you can, and keep practicing. I think a common mistake that a lot of young players make is they don't focus on the sound of whatever they're playing or of the music. They're just thinking about notes and scales maybe, or the riffs they're playing, but they're not thinking about the tone of the guitar or the player, or how they can dial in that tone, and even just the nuances of playing, like bending, vibrato. I think that's really important. So before you get carried away learning how to play, really fast, picking Yngwie, Paul Gilbert stuff, which is awesome. I love all that stuff. But, think about making it sound good, not just playing the notes, My influences growing up were Eric Clapton, first and foremost. I got into Cream when I was, 7 or 8 years old. My dad got me a 20th Century Masters compilation of Cream, so I was listening to all that. And I love the Beatles, obviously. And I didn't really get into the whole English wave until I was older, when I started playing electric guitar, 12 or 13. But it's mostly English guitar players like Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck. But also, I grew up with a healthy dose of the whole 80s, the virtuosity thing. So I would get up on Saturday morning and watch Metal Mania on VH1. I'd see all the big hair and the pointy neck guitars. So I have a youthful affinity for that. But just English bluesmen, and then the cats who they were influenced by, like Robert Johnson and Blind Lemon Jefferson and all that.
Bye.